Board of Directors meeting.
She'll forget.
If you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, we'll get started. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, great. Sounds like we've almost got that learned.
We'll get it.
Okay, well, as usual, the first order of business, second order of business is to approve the meeting minutes from January 27th of our regular meeting in 2026. Mike, did you read them and find anything in them?
I didn't see any errors.
Okay, good. He's our editor.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for January 27th.
Great, thanks, Shannon. Who wants the second? Thanks, Ron. Okay, no errors, no questions, no challenges, no nothing. So all those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that's out of the way. We'll adopt tonight's agenda with a motion.
Making a motion, we adopt tonight's agenda.
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you all. Any questions or additions to it or things that we need to table to a later date? Not hearing any. All those in favor of tonight's agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say no. It's adopted. Is Myron here?
I think so.
I would have to.
Okay, well, he'll be here pretty soon. Oh, anybody out there want to say anything? Not yet, anyway. All right, Nathan, we've got anybody in the online world that is tuned in and 'cause we're moving fast. All right, well then, let us dispense with public comments and questions based on that information and move on to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to adopt tonight's consent agenda?
I'll make a motion, we adopt tonight's consent agenda.
All right, second?
I'll second.
All right. Any questions about it?
See, we're getting new football uniforms.
We are.
For who? I guess it's for the varsity. Huh?
Mhm.
They're proud of them. I saw that.
Are they? Who, the team or the?
Guy selling them.
Oh. Why does he say something about them being the finest uniform in the land?
Thought maybe they were official Seahawks.
Oh,
No. I can't remember. We're getting the white and gold, so those are the away jerseys.
Oh,
We're just replacing one set. Yeah.
okay.
They're spending now.
Yeah, uniforms are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, and then we're getting new cross-country uniforms as well.
Okay, good. Well then, if there are no other questions or comments, all those in favor of the adopting tonight's consent agenda, say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. Then it passes. Page 2. Well, that might have been a record, I'm not sure. 4 minutes.
Mhm.
It'd been faster if I'd shut up. Okay, here we go. Next thing on the agenda are reports. The first one, how come that won't, there we go, is Diana's report.
I just wanted to remind you that we had a PLC session that was canceled in January, those 2-hour
Right.
sessions. It's scheduled for next Thursday at 2 p.m. the 19th. Is that next
2 p.m.
Thursday?
the
Yeah.
19th?
And Hazel can give you the reminder for that. And then wanted
What
to,
time?
2
2
p.m.
o'clock.
2?
So we'll have some snacks or lunch.
Milkshake.
for the hungry
Like a
ones.
cherry milkshake.
Cherry milkshake. And then just wanted you to know that I was at a Revenue Advisory Committee meeting, which is a subcommittee of the Clallam County Commissioners. And it's made up of all the junior taxing district representatives. And so the DNR did a presentation on where their sales are. And they have quite a few in the hopper, and they expect to have a very busy summer. As well as they went over their upcoming sales that they're doing in 26 and what they're expecting in 2027. And then we got a really hefty legislative report, and the ecosystems, the one with the carbon credit. I didn't know this, but the way it was explained to us is that if they set aside
72,000 acres.
however many acres for carbon credits, you're getting only 25 cents to the dollar.
Right.
So if you make $1 million for logging out of it, they gave us that example, carbon credits would only be worth 250,000. But it goes for a longer span, but that bill died, did not
Oh, it
make
died,
it.
okay.
Yeah, the
Would we have gotten some of that $250,000? Was that the idea?
that.
It would be distributed to all those junior tax.
Okay, so we
Correct.
would have
If
gotten
any of
some
our
of
land-
it,
Got-
but
We
we,
got a percentage.
right, but we definitely
Not
get,
what it would have been if.
we still get a percentage of
Correct.
the timber, but it's
Minimal.
yeah, 75% higher.
The one thing I didn't ask, if you looked over the time though, and you're looking at your sales, I mean, remember, so between 2009, when we passed our last bond, and now we've seen $9 million over a 16-year period. I don't know about my understanding, the way it was presented, the information is that if this bill had passed and it affected your junior taxing district, it would be a hit. You
Big
would,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be a big hit.
And look what we've gotten with our timber dollars for the last 16
Well, and then the
years.
other thing, they showed the ratio of a million board feet and how many jobs that produces.
Yeah, I
And that's
saw
the
some of
other
that.
part, then it starts hitting your economy in other ways if you set aside timber, but
Right, and then you push your cycle out there further too.
Right.
So you won't be growing timber because they're,
So so now it's not happening. It was it's
Yeah,
not something that
it didn't make it out of
Commissioner of
committee.
Lands can
Mhm.
just do arbitrarily. It had
No.
to be a legislative thing.
And then the other thing we learned, there is a bill that would bring the DNR into the 21st century. When they put up a sale, they can only advertise certain ways. They can't use any electronic. Some of the codification is way outdated. And so there's a bill proposal that would help streamline sales put up for timber.
Overdue, I suspect.
And then the other thing is our favorite bill, Senate Bill 6320, did not make it out of, and it died.
That was the
ALE.
Bainbridge
Mhm, mhm.
screw us.
And what was the other one that we were talking about? Can't remember. Oh, the homeschool one. They were wanting, so currently the law states that if you completely homeschool your children and don't have them in the schools, you have to check in with the school when your child is 8 and enroll them basically every year thereafter. And we report it to OSPI that they're a truly homeschooled student. They wanted to start that for 5-year-olds, and that bill also died. Didn't make it out of committee.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
I know, I got an email because I opposed it, both of those. And I got emails.
Saying that they
make it.
didn't get out of committee.
Yeah, and you can request for somebody to respond to you, and the ones I did, I've gotten responses from.
Oh, good. Well, good.
so then I think.
Breathe a breath of sigh of relief for another year.
Yeah, so in March, we have our quarterly meeting with the DNR,
Uh-huh,
so.
We'll know more about which ones are in our junior taxing district of the
Of those.
sales they went over, yeah.
Yeah,
And so next year is a full legislative session, right?
Correct.
So it'll all start all over again.
oh, yeah.
Good.
Worded different.
Keep your,
Mhm.
keep your letters in a file you can find.
And I believe yesterday you could also get a bill put through the fiscal budget, the Ways and Means Committee, and it can pass through that way. And I did not see 6320 in there. That's how it was proposed last year. It was never.
Gonna go to the full body, it was gonna be a end around. That's dirty. Well, good. Anything else?
That's it.
Wow, okay. Board member reports. Who's got something interesting or not so interesting? Anybody follow up on anything?
Oh, we did, me and Dan had talked about the girls is playing tonight in districts.
Oh,
basketball
where are
in
they playing?
Rochester.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure when the boys,
They're playing tomorrow
tomorrow.
in
Where?
Rochester as well, and I'm not sure who they're playing.
Yeah.
And then we had 18
Are they just, oh, never mind.
Yeah. the
wrestlers qualify for state, and they're going next weekend.
Good.
And we have several that are ranked, seated in the number one
State.
position or number
For
two
the
position.
state?
I think 3, yeah.
Wow.
And girls will go next, or go this
This
weekend
weekend,
to
yeah.
determine
Which ones go on to
which
state?
ones go to
Okay,
state.
And
and
we
they all
should
go
have-
to state together?
Yes.
Yeah.
And who are they, where are the girls going to do that?
Montesano.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty fun.
Well represented.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was there a game last week? Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, there was.
Maybe on
There was,
Friday or?
Chief Leschi, it was.
Oh, I saw that one.
They didn't come, did they?
No, they did.
They didn't
day
come
late.
Monday, they came Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It was the same
Was there
night.
another one later in the week, girls? Because I thought I saw
Yes.
a bus out there.
Yeah, Nia Bay.
It was Friday.
Oh,
They
okay.
played Nia
Oh, yeah,
Bay
they
Did
Friday.
we win?
They both
No.
played, no.
Nia Bay's really good. They're
Yeah,
Thursday,
two-time
Nia Bay was
state
here.
Champion.
yeah, that's
Probably-
cool.
We do the same this year, which 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they do a few things really well down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, very good.
Got a good
Okay.
program up there.
All right, anybody? Well, they won't meet them in the state because they're a
No,
different
they're
league,
Different
Different
division.
division. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
What's our policy on, I'm sure everybody's seen on the news where these kids are going out protest and stuff. What's the school's policy on that?
They have a right to protest. We cannot make them protest or block them from protesting as long as they are peaceful and not disrupting the educational environment. If they want to walk out, we call parents, but we may not promote it
Okay.
Or
or
prevent it.
block it.
People have asked me that.
Yeah.
because I don't know.
We actually had a kind of walkout demonstration in my very early years. In fact, the Daily Show called me and wanted to do a story on it, and my husband's like, no, don't, no. But it was regarding, well, the kids were wearing Sex Pistol shirts.
Oh, I
Remember that? Yeah, it was quite a while ago,
Yeah,
2007,
ago.
2008. And as long as they were
Free
not
speech.
disrupting, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Mhm. Our kids would have been little then.
But they said the kids in Seattle are not allowed to skip school to go to the Seahawks parade tomorrow.
No, they're not.
They're not.
No, they have to go to class.
We have to mark them as an absent, and then we have to like, let's say kids walked out, we would have to mark them absent, and then we would have to verify with their parent. And
What
they're-
they did,
Which makes sense. As a parent, I would want to know if my kid wasn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
in school.
sure.
Mhm.
So,
I don't think that.
Oh, good. Well,
That's the last place I wanna be.
I hope there's
Yeah, really.
no need to walk out here. Okay, anybody else? And I have nothing either, so let's move on. Myron. Inside School of Washington, what's going on?
Oh, we always have fun going on. So today actually is really exciting. We launched 2 new things today for our families to help them navigate our new platform. So we're super excited. I think I gave some introductory videos to Hazel. One of them is the K-12 Launchpad. So the K-12 Launchpad is a tool that was, I don't remember if you were there, Diana. I think Kyle might have been there. They kind of previewed it during the summit in last year, but it's actually going live. It went live today for our school. So this is, yeah, I'll just pause here if you can play the video really fast.
Can you make it big?
K-12 is excited to introduce K-12 Launchpad, a new customizable landing page for students in grades K through 12 that helps simplify navigation, allowing students to see all their courses, tasks, and lessons in one place. When you log into your K-12 school OLS, you'll land on your personalized K-12 Launchpad, which will take you to all the places you need to go. First, check out today's focus. This space gives you a quick snapshot of everything you need to tackle first, including assignments and live online class sessions. You can click straight into your courses, and anytime you need to, click right back to your K-12 Launchpad tab. Upcoming assignments and upcoming lessons both provide simple lists of what students can plan for, helping them stay on track. Upcoming live online classes will be displayed here ahead of time, so students can see what's next. At the bottom, you'll see your course cards. This shows you all your current courses and gives you a snapshot of each, including the course name, your grade to date, and the next assignment due. Clicking Open Course takes you directly to where you left off. And the weather widget is a handy tool for knowing when it's just right to take a study break. Easily access other resources too, with the K-12 Library widget offering full access to K-12's digital books and resources. And for a little social time, click here to access the K-12 Zone, our virtual campus for finding friends, playing games, and joining clubs, all in a safe space. You can even make your K-12 Launchpad your own by editing and arranging the widgets that are most helpful for you. We hope you'll love the new K-12 Launchpad. We can't wait to see where it takes you.
Wow, that's something that we need. I need in my life.
Yeah, it's really cool. I actually was working with a student today, and I showed them the Launchpad, showed her how to edit. She was like, "Oh, this is really cool." You know, she should learn how to edit, that kind of thing. So we think this is really going to help. It really mimics something we used to have last year in the old platform, and it's just moving us forward, and it has a lot of potential for us to continue to add to and improve over the next few years. So we're super excited about that. So that just went live at our school today. The other thing that went live today is a new experience for our elementary students in Canvas. We call this the K5 dashboard. And so one of the things that happened that was in our old system is that we had this little character called Strider, who's like the K-12 mascot fox that was kind of fun and cute. And so they brought Strider back, and they have made it so it's much easier for those younger kids to navigate the Canvas environment. Did you want to add anything to Sheila? I just see you raising your adding to it.
No, I'm equally excited because the families have been really asking for this. So we're excited to be able to launch it.
So I think I gave an introductory video that we sent out to our families for the K5 Launchpad, kind of showing what this looks like for elementary kiddos.
Today, we're going to take a tour of the new K5 student dashboard. My goal is to help you turn this awesome tool into your simple go-to home base for learning. Let's do this. The K5 student dashboard is basically your one-stop shop for school. It's the place where you can find all your courses, what you need to do each day, when your next live class is, and how you're doing overall. It's all in one convenient spot. So the very first thing you're going to see when you log in are these things called course cards. You'll have one for each subject you're taking. You can see the name of the course and your teacher, your current grade, which is updated in real time, by the way. It's the perfect snapshot. Okay, so now that we know our way around, let's move on to section 2, planning your school day. The agenda. This feature is your built-in personal planner. It maps out your whole day and even your week, so you never have to guess what's next. And your agenda is so much more than just a list. As you can see, it shows you all your lessons for that day, any upcoming live class connect sessions, and all your assignments and their due dates. Plus, it has these really helpful little status icons that show you what you finished, what you're working on, and maybe what's a little behind. Joining a live class from here is also incredibly easy. Seriously, you just find the session right there in your agenda, click on its name, then hit the event link that pops up. It'll give you a chance to check your camera and mic, and then boom, you just click join class and you're in. Okay, we have a plan for the day. Let's head into section 3, exploring your courses. This is where you'll find all your actual lessons, fun activities, and quizzes. So, inside each course, everything is organized into what we call modules. Just think of these like chapters in a book. Each module has a nice, neat package of your lessons, activities, and quizzes, all laid out in the order you're supposed to do them. And as you work through all the lessons, you'll see these awesome visual cues. Little check marks will pop up next to things you've finished, along with status labels. It's actually really satisfying to watch your progress as you go. Taking a quiz is just as straightforward, no stress. You'll find it right there in the module where it belongs. You just click the title, hit start whenever you're ready, answer the questions, and click submit. You might even be able to review your answers right after to see how you did. And one more important detail, anytime you need to return to the K5 dashboard after navigating to another area of the Canvas course, simply click Dashboard in the top left corner of your screen, and you'll return to your K5 dashboard. It's time for section 4, checking your success. We're going to look at how you can easily view your grades and track your progress. The gradebook is built to be totally transparent. For every single assignment, you'll see when it was due, what score you got, the exact day you finished it, and a clear status like complete or past due. Everything is laid out so there's never any confusion. And here we are, the final section, personalizing your dashboard. Let's talk about how you can tweak this space and really make it feel like your own. It all starts with that blue settings button. Just look up in the top right corner of your screen, give that button a click, and you're all set to start customizing. Inside the settings, you've got some really cool options. First, and this one's super important, you can adjust your time zone to make sure your class times are always right. You can also pick your favorite default view, and my favorite part, you can pick a fun visual theme like winter or space to change up the whole look. And that's a wrap. You've had the full tour of the new K5 student dashboard. Now that you're in command of your learning home base, what are you going to explore first?
What's really cool about this dashboard is, again, this is for those K5 students where that Canvas environment can seem a little bit much, right? Because Canvas is not necessarily K5 friendly. So this really kind of takes that Canvas experience and provides a lot of scaffolding for those elementary students. And so that just launched today as well. So they still see that launch pad you saw earlier, but the moment they click on a course, the first thing they're going to see is that dashboard when they pop in. So we're super excited for both those tools.
Looks really great.
So why wouldn't that work in brick and mortar? It's not the same type of thing. I don't know.
No,
I mean, it
and
looks like
to
your
be
kids are-
honest, our kids in brick and mortar are wanting more and more non-computer based assignments. They really are.
That makes sense.
Did I say that right? Principals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the other thing I just want to add just really quickly, I think I talked to you guys about the K-12 externships during the last board meeting. We had 5 students get selected to participate in externships. They've all been placed. So we have 3 that are working with K-12 marketing, 1 that's going to be working with K-12, the K-12 zone team, and 1 they'll be working with K-12 operations. So we're super excited to have those students earn some credit and get real live work experience working with K-12 departments.
Great. Well, that sounds like a very successful beginning of the week. Well done.
Yeah, let us know how the kids like that in about a month or 2 months.
Yeah, we'll be monitoring them closely. So
Good. All righty. Anything else?
I would have stayed home.
Hi, Sheila.
You can do it that way.
Okay. Then let us move on to some unfinished business. It is time now for our guest speaker, Mr. Jay Hansen.
Yes, thank you, Hazel, for pulling that up. But I barely made it in time. The Quick Canal Bridge was open. So.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Open, aka closed. So had a half-hour standby there for a little bit.
Do you see anything cool go through?
No.
He was way
I
around. He was
I
way
still
around the
traveling,
corner.
so, yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well, you're here now.
I'm here now. All right. So
Lay it on us.
thank you for having me. Last Thursday, we had another advisory committee meeting. As always, it started with what we discussed in the previous meeting, and part of that was bond messaging. I know Diana, you had an updated flyer, which everyone reviewed and really appreciated that the feedback was heard and reflected in the updated flyer. I don't know if you wanted to reflect anything more on that
I'll
aspect.
bring it to the next meeting. I actually didn't think to bring that.
No,
Yeah.
That's fine.
We got the latest change in there too, that passing the bond in 2026 would get us an additional 4 million,
Okay,
21 versus 17 million. Looks really good.
awesome. And then after the recap, what the actual meeting was about was kind of two main objectives, finalizing the advisory committee portion of the education specifications. So again, that is AKA the program. It's all of the spaces that the school district would like to have in their school. Now that that's finalized with the advisory committee, I'll actually put it all in an official document that shows all of the spaces, and then that document will then be presented to the school board for review, comment, revisions before it's finalized. And that finalized document is what will get submitted as part of our D5 process, which if you remember is part of the SCAP funding necessary. So that'll just need to be completed by, I think, December 6th is our official, but that'll be done well before then. So, and then the second aspect was site discussion, and that was purely, I wanted to give everyone a chance to visualize the site, what some existing schools that I've done on previous projects, some ongoing now and some completed, how they would fit on the current Forks Middle School site, just to give, again, an idea of space allocation. And I thought that was really good because our next meeting on March 5th is going to be actually about Forks Middle School, and we'll have some fun puzzle pieces that'll be to scale, and we'll get into two groups, two teams, if you will, and we'll, this is where the classroom wing should be, this is where the gymnasium should be, the administration area, the library, so on and so forth, and how that circulation, where do we want additional parking, covered play, all that good stuff. So that'll be a good thing.
What do you see on those?
So do you want to?
Yeah, so as
That's kind of hard.
a recap, this is basically exactly the same as what you saw previously. This is just a brief list of what was discussed, what's going to be in some items that'll be in the admin, classrooms, athletics portions. It is, again, not a comprehensive list. As an example, admin will have things like record storage, athletics will have a mat room. So again, just because you don't see it down here does not mean it's not included. Just a brief list to give a little update. And then next slide, Hazel, please. This is kind of, so I'll share the actual cutouts that we had provided at the meeting, and we had a Forks Middle School site plan that was to scale, 1 inch equals 30 feet. And so you'll see the first option Hazel has, we have a 63,000 square foot, 2-story example, just a U shape where your gym is to the south, admin in the middle, classrooms to the north. One of the discussion items was pushing it away from Spartan Avenue could give a possibility to having the queuing length basically connect with the high school. So somebody going from the high school to the middle school could essentially do double duty and picking up students. And then scrolling down, it's the same thing, just shifted down closer so that you have the gym closer to that parking in the southeast corner of that image for after school activities, allowing the gym to be utilized without full access to the rest of the school. So that was some good input. And the next one is a different, so this is a the 63,000 square foot model was specifically chosen because your existing middle school with all of the multiple buildings is 59,000, so roughly 60,000 square feet. It's been expressed that the gym is way too small. So if you purely did the same program, but you gave the gym 4,000 more square feet, so it's a full gym, half the bleachers, not double bleachers like high school for cost purposes, and it's typically not needed in a middle school setting. That's the kind of school that could fit. Then going to a larger school, what would happen? This is a 73,000 square foot, 2-story building. Again, gym to the south for parking. And there's admin classroom. This actually looked at it kind of slammed, I'd call it, in the corner of Spartan and A, kind of maximizes your site availability for things like a playground, covered play, and outdoor soccer field. And then another option, you scroll down, Hazel, please, is then what does it look like if we push it back in the same regard as the other examples? And then last one is it's kind of rotated now off of Spartan Avenue. If it's kind of set back, similar to Forks High School, that puts your gym kind of away from that parking. Do we have more parking off of A Street than is currently there? Is that where the main entrance is? So this is not, these are all purely just putting a school around on the site, seeing what it could be. And then the last example, last two examples are of a 73, same square footage as the previous example, but a 1-story building. And you see that is the whole site. So significantly larger than we currently have. I'm not saying that a 1-story school is impossible by any means. We'll get into that in later meetings, but again, just purely what could fit. And so there's that example. And then the last example is that just flipped, essentially, where the admin is off of A Street.
What would be in the middle of those? Courtyard or something?
Yeah, typically exterior courtyards. You'd have to, so.
You could put the bus washing shed in there.
So 2-story versus 1-story, some pros and cons. 2-story, of course, takes up a lot less site. It's typically cheaper to build, estimated about 10% cost savings in doing 2-story versus 1-story. I verified those numbers, and that does check out. So it would be in a $50 million school, it would save roughly $5 million in going 2-story to 1. Smaller footprint, but the advantages of a 1-story, there's no elevator, no stairs. That's a decent amount of square footage and cost for just vertical circulation. If you provide classrooms, each classroom with an exterior exit, which is a discussion for a different day if the school district would want something like that. But if in an emergency, each classroom had an exterior exit, you could then theoretically, in an E occupancy for education, could get rid of fire sprinkling altogether. So there'd be another cost savings. So there are some benefits to a 1-story building, but with a tight site, obviously it makes it more difficult. This particular example of a school that was a 1-story building had acres upon acres, and so that's why it was done there. And there was also actually a height restriction that we were getting around as well.
I'm just going to report that there was discussion from some middle school staff about the concern of having a 2-story as opposed to 1-story. But I will tell you, we all have in our minds what it used to look like when you would have a vestibule, staircase, secluded. That's not what this would be. When Jay actually showed the staircases, they're very prominent, usually from the commons area, and they're very open.
And wide.
Yeah. And it's a
Very
one
good.
shot up where kids would go up one side and down the other. It really kind of alleviated, I felt like it alleviated a little bit of the.
Yeah, very visible, typically
Congestion.
from the admin center, so kids aren't goofing off, messing around, trying to slide down the staircase, that kind of.
We'll put like shards of glass on the railings.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way, Bill.
But we're gonna probably need more discussion about that. We're getting ready to launch a survey to our staff, and then we'll put it out to our parents and community about input, just to get other people's thinking. I will tell you, I'm very pleased with the selection of our committee members. They all participate and do a really good job expressing concerns and have great ideas. Really good.
I know that the playground is really important for our students. And so in talking to supervisors, they were excited about having one area where they can supervise all of recesses. And that way they're not split into, there's a shed over here, a playground over here, then there's, you know,
The soccer field, yeah, it's hard.
So
Mhm.
just,
Well, that's a good thing to,
just,
Make
thinking
note of.
about
Mhm.
safety and supervision.
And then in the same, not as part of the advisory committee, but in the same realm of Forks Middle School, as part of that D5, if you remember, needing to go through SEPA process, and as part of that, we're doing infiltration testing, so that's on the 12th and 13th of this month. And there'll be some drilling going on at the middle school, shouldn't be a disturbance to the students at all.
There was today.
Oh,
There's drilling happening right now.
that was the 12th.
And what was that?
No, they're there.
What now?
What was that?
Oh, that's okay.
It's to check the soil and infiltration of water. No, we're digging a well. We're gonna be out, not kidding.
We're
That's what
digging
Bill
a
told me. And
drain.
I was like, we are?
we're gonna bury the middle school.
So good segue, Mike, I know you wanted an update last time I was here in regard to the athletic fields. So that was what I was getting mixed up. On the 12th and 13th, we're going to be doing infiltration testing at the athletic field area. That'll then make sure that we're getting our under drainage calculations correct, that the fields aren't flooding, basically that it performs just as well, if not better than your high school stadium, which I understand performs really well. In terms of permitting, building permit was approved and accepted. That was great. It was just pending payment, which I do believe happened. I reached out to Paul Hampton, just waiting for that to get released. The
How
only
much
other
did that
permit-
cost us?
Just under 16. Yeah. And then-
$16?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then the only other permit was grading permit. That was pending SEPA. I actually got a call from Rod Fleck on the way here, and he said SEPA is done. There has been no, not a no contest.
No findings.
No, not enough,
Concerns,
no
comments?
concerns,
Yeah.
yeah. Not the word I was looking for, but anyway, yeah, there's no concerns, so.
No archaeological sites.
Yeah, so now that SEPA is done, grading permit can get released, I'm sure pending payment. I don't know what that fee is yet. Like I said, I got a call from Rod on the way here, so.
Do we pay that directly
Yes.
for the
Mhm.
permit? We don't go through you?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. So we paid it next month, the end of this month?
Well, when we
With
get the bill,
bills.
we'll pay it, yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, building's been paid, grading when the bill comes, don't go to Bill and Diana. Bill, I guess, and Diana. And then, yeah, once we get infiltration testing, we'll just verify civil calcs are accurate, and we'll be going out to bid and should be breaking ground once students, we're gonna give contractor notice to proceed once students are off property, just to alleviate concerns with contractor access.
Have we finalized a plan, approval of a plan?
Huh, not yet. We need to bring their plan, the overall plan. Remember, this year will be the groundwork, and then the following will be the covering of the ground,
The following year.
the following summer.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so these will be done August 27.
So when-
And that's just grading, flattening, under
The bond?
drainage and all that would get
No, it'll be
done
November of
done August
2026.
27.
of this year?
So this
August
year-
2027, so August.
Right, the whole thing, but
Yes.
what's gonna be done this summer will be
Will be the
all the
underground.
drainage,
Yeah,
the
idea-
leveling, all
The
that,
idea is this summer, we try and get everything done underground.
underground.
And then you're basically back up to score. You've spent, almost $1 million, and it looks like you've done nothing, but you've done a ton. That's the unfortunate piece.
But should we do that before the bond passes?
Well, we have to because of the grant. So one of the, somebody brought up at the committee that it would be a good idea to get communication out, and I'm working on that, about where we are with the field, and explain again, my one sheeter is that that's a grant. It's very different. That's money that we're getting from the state for phase one. And then the next part is the bond, and those are two separate issues, so people don't get them confused.
And the bond doesn't have any play in the baseball field.
None. But that's where that one-page document, and I'm gonna start now that we've got it finalized, I'll bring it to you guys next meeting, and then I'm gonna start working with our staff to talk with our staff so they're really familiar with what's going on. And I'll simultaneously, we'll put it on our new Facebook page. We've got a Facebook page now, and on our website and in the paper, and start getting out the word between the two so people don't get those confused, because they are going, I don't get it.
So in between phase 1 and 2, is that property temporarily fenced in?
Well, it's already fenced in for the most part.
Yeah, there won't be student access during the duration of construction.
But once you get that groundwork done, I mean, kids with 4-wheelers or something like that, they're gonna be out there spinning brodies?
Oh, no.
The elk might be out there.
Elk, yeah. too.
Asked Sarah about that the other day.
The contractor's gonna be required to secure their site. They're gonna be responsible for any materials that are hauled there. They're gonna wanna keep it.
So will a different, the turf contractor will come in, which is different than the general contractor, so he won't have to remobilize.
Right, so the idea
for
is
year 2.
this contract will basically be up to and through everything excluding what we call the carpet, the turf itself, to save general contractor markup. Bill Henderson and I are coordinating with KCDA, and the school district is basically doing the carpet, the turf, the physical turf itself.
Right, what about things like dugouts, that center building? That's the general?
Yeah.
So that'll all be up to.
Yep, and there's also, we're gonna be doing some alternates so that it's very clear that the grant is not for dugouts, as an example, since you brought that up. So that's, while it's going to be accepted, it's gonna be an alternate so that RCW can clearly see this was the base bid that includes everything, we're willing to pay for, if you will, and not dugouts, not conduit for future lighting. We're not doing lighting. The grant is not for athletic lighting, so they're not even gonna pay for conduits in the ground, but of course, we're gonna do conduits now.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One thing that will happen, hopefully after the bond passes, is, I believe it was you, Ron, last meeting made a good point, at the auxiliary gym is gonna be needed once Forks Middle School goes down. So bond passes, ideally, obviously November 26. By spring 27, bid documents are out and sent to contractors so that in summer of 27, that project is done. When kids come back, they can use that facility if they want or not. But
What did that have to do with the oxygen?
the
Oh,
oxygen,
because that's a different contract.
They won't have any athletic facilities in Forks Middle School. So that Ox Gym project is gonna need to be done before we
Right,
take out.
gotcha, okay, yeah. Okay. What else?
Any questions? Oh, and then the athletic entrance is going well, so drawings will be done next, before I see you again next, on March 10th, so.
Okay, great,
And that'll be done this summer.
good. You want me to check and see if the bridge is open?
I'll find out in maybe 2 hours.
All right, any other questions for Jay? Appreciate all your work on this.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
thank you.
And your updates, they're very valuable.
I just want to echo Diana's point of great advisory committee. Everyone's very engaged and participating. There's great attendance too.
Do you have somebody that cuts those out for you, or do you do that?
That's me.
Don't you have any little kids that need scissor time?
I do, but
Not precise enough yet?
not as precise as Dad is. And then he has to say it wasn't good enough, and I gotta cry to Mom, and I sleep on the couch, so it's just.
All right, good night.
Thank you. Bye, Jay.
Okay. Now we have to, revision of board policy 6210, which is purchasing authorization and control. This is a reauth.
Right, the law now allows us to go start at 10,000 as opposed to 5,000, probably primarily because of inflationary costs.
Yeah, right.
So I would recommend that change.
I'll make a motion that we Division of Board Policy 6210.
And I'll second that.
All right, thanks. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. All right, it is passed. And last on old business, unfinished business is revision of board policy 6801, capital assets, theft sensitive assets.
And the same with this, changing the 5,000 threshold to 10, moving that to 10,000 because inflationary costs.
Do we have a lot of federal physical inventory? I guess they call it federally funded, so do we have a lot of?
Not as much anymore, but well, a lot of our computers we've got through the E-rate, which is federal.
Okay, so they would fall into that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Kevin.
Oh,
You were gonna make a motion, go ahead.
To accept policy number 6801.
I'll second.
Thanks, okay. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say no. All right, end of unfinished business. Oh, that policy passed. New business, the 2026-2027 QVSD calendar. Boy, the years go by fast, don't they? Thought we just did this for this year.
Well, it looks like they're graduating early next year, June the 5th.
They are, and it just worked out that way where we could fit it all in. And my understanding is that part of why we originally were gonna go through the 12th, get a little break somewhere in there. But Peninsula College's graduation is on the 12th.
So their graduation's earlier.
Yes, rather than the third weekend.
So what did you have to
Well, we had
take a few?
two
vacation
different
days out or
options,
something?
but we got it all to fit in. Just starting before Labor Day. Labor Day is really late. So you can see that the first day of school will be September the 1st.
Wow.
And Labor Day is actually the 7th. We generally have started after Labor Day.
You know, this month, we won't see this again for many years, but there are 4 Sundays, four of every day of the week this month. The first was on a Sunday and the 28th is on a Saturday. So there are 4 Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. And I don't think, according to what I read, we won't see that for a while.
That's good trivia.
It's
Since we're
very
talking
neatly fits in
calendars.
my phone. You're
Yes.
right.
So we don't have any snow days this year either, do we?
Not
No.
yet.
No,
Cross your, cross your fingers.
No power days and no snow days yet.
There won't be.
I don't mind snow days, I just don't like power days. All right, well, there it is. Is this yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
gotta approve this if you like it. Is there any reason
I'll
not
make a
to?
motion. We accept the 26-27 school calendar.
Okay,
I'll second it.
sounds good. It's been checked by the best minds in the state, so any last chance until the next time it comes up. All those in favor of adopting the calendar for August 2026 through July 2027, which is also the same year that the ball fields will be up. Gonna have a ribbon cutting. Go ahead. Is there, if you want it, say aye. Aye. If you don't want it, say no. All right, we have a calendar. Then we have, this is of importance to some. Next on the list is the superintendent's contract.
It adds another year. I did notice there, last year after COVID, the carryover vacation days for state employees moved from 30 days to 40 days. And that was noted in Part C before the evaluation. But compensated for up to a maximum of 30 days of unused vacation remaining at the termination of this contract. And that moved from 30 days to 40 days to match the state required 40-day carryover. But other than that, it's the same old contract
Okay,
with exception of adding 1 year to it.
okay.
I like that. I like that part.
Yeah. Okay. So is there a motion to approve the superintendent's contract?
I'll make a, oh, go ahead. I'll make a motion to approve the superintendent's contract.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any further questions? Nope. All those in favor of approving this contract, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Okay, it is a contract. Next up is the Forks High School course catalog for next year.
Do we actually fill all these? Is there students in every one of these classes?
Brenda King?
I'm right here. No, so this is where we're at currently. What we're doing is we're opening up scheduling for student request. And so you might see this again. There's a new course for physical education that Trevor's trying to run. It's a walking fitness class. So we're just trying to see student interest at this point in time. But for the majority of them that you have on there, that you see in front of you, yes, we do have students in there, but I've been working really hard to right size our classes and our course catalog to make it really relevant to what we are doing at the high school.
Okay.
Another change that I really, really am kind of impressed with, that I'm feeling very happy with, is that we've downsized the add drop or the schedule request changes. So before, when I was in the classroom, it was 10 days where they could do an add drop, which is 11% of a semester. That's too long. So we've downsized that to 3 days for add drop, with the plan that we would do add drop in in June, right after school gets out. So all students will have schedules in their hand by May 31st.
For the next year.
For the next year.
Wow, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for Diana or Brenda?
I like the financial education one. Do we have a lot of kids taking that?
Right now, it's still kind of small. There's about 7 students in there, but it'll keep beefing up. It's a new OSPI requirement, so we're still trying to get that up.
It's whose requirement?
State requirement.
Okay.
Well, if it's state requirement, then they all ought to be taking it then.
But it's a 4th math, so then we bounce off who wants to take a 4-year math versus, algebra or algebra 1, algebra 2, and geometry. So that's where it's at.
Where did you see that?
There was a bill, I don't know if it's made it through, that would mandate every high school kid take that course, but I don't know if it made it past. I didn't look at that one.
I
It
don't
was
even-
for that. This is just required to offer it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean every student has to take it.
I just see algebra 1, geometry, business, math, and algebra 2, pre-calc, and calc. Where are you seeing that, Shannon?
In let me see what page it was.
That's okay.
Music.
Oh, there, no.
I think it's right. It's
on page 23.
It's before there's algebra 1, or no, there's geometry and then financial education.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see it on the table of contents.
Oh.
Okay. Great. Looks like a good course offering all the way around. Anybody think so also and want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve the Forks High School 26-27 course catalog.
All right,
I'll second it.
Thanks, Ken. And Mike, all right, all those in favor of adopting the course calendar, which we might see again with some minor changes, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say no. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You sick?
A little bit, but I've been working on accreditation today and I'm almost done.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it feels good.
For you or for the high school?
For the high school.
For all of us, yeah.
I hope you get to feeling better.
Thank you.
Okay, resolution, we need I take it we need a motion for resolution 7-25/26 IAA membership renewal for next school year.
School year already, yeah.
Yeah, wow, how exciting. All right. So is there a motion to, it just means we pay our dues?
I'll make a motion for WIA
Okay.
membership renewal.
Sounds good. Thank you. Second?
Second it.
Thank you too. Any questions about it? Like how much do they charge us? How much do they charge us? Well, they don't ever say. $100 late fee, they're sure to get that. How much do they charge us? Doesn't say. Okay.
Nothing. Mm-mm.
Wow, that's a bargain. Okay, well then, all in favor of adopting resolution 7-25/26, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say no. And there you have it. We have an executive session. Do we need it? It's for the superintendent's evaluation to finalize it. We just renewed our contract. 5, 10 minutes? 10 minutes. Any action afterwards? Yeah, I guess we have to vote to approve your.
You don't have to vote to approve it, you just have to evaluate me.
Okay, no action then, 10 minutes. If you want to hang out, you can.
Say we will return at 6:40.
We will return at 6:40.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what I was supposed to do. All right, good night, y'all. Yeah.
Our machine should be arriving.
It is 6:40 and the board is back in open session and we don't have any action, so we are adjourned.
Why don't we meet over at the elementary
Yep.
school?